Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Aisha joined Kreese during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So in this timeline, Aisha wouldn't move away, and she would stay in the valley. And much like the rest of the Cobra Kai students, she would blame Johnny for what happened to Miguel, so Aisha would stay in Cobra Kai in this timeline, and the events of Season 3 would continue. Aisha and Hawk would continue training at Cobra Kai, and much like in the original timeline, Kreese would still get Tori, so Tori would still come back to Cobra Kai, and at first, Aisha would still be mad at Tori for starting the school fight, but Tori would say that she made a mistake, and she didn't mean for anything to happen, and eventually Aisha and Tori would be on good terms. Those events would carry on. Aisha would visit Miguel in the hospital, but Aisha would see Sam with Miguel. Aisha and Sam would still talk, and Aisha would blame Robbie for everything. She would say that her and Robbie have done enough damage, so Sam and Aisha would start to become enemies. The events of Season 3 would continue. Aisha and Tori would become better friends, and they would continue training together, and Kreese would still teach the No Mercy philosophy. Aisha would continue training with Kreese, and she would still be one of Cobra Kai's top students. Johnny would still be helping Miguel recover. Kreese would still visit Robbie and Juvie, and he would still give him the advice to strike first, so Robbie would still fight Sean, and those events would stay the same. Kreese would still get Kyler and his friends, and much like Hawk, Aisha would still be against it. Eventually Miguel would recover the ability to use his legs, so Johnny would still form Eagle Fang in this timeline. Eagle Fang and Cobra Kai would still have a rivalry. Eventually Robbie would be released from Juvie, and he would still go to Cobra Kai. Aisha wouldn't be happy to see Robbie in Cobra Kai, but Tori would convince Aisha to give Robbie a second chance. Aisha would listen to Tori, and she would give Robbie a second chance. Aisha would continue hanging out with the rest of the Cobra Kais, and they would eventually find out about Miguel and Sam, so the house fight would still happen in this timeline, but Aisha wouldn't want to be involved. Those events would stay the same. Hawk would still be redeemed in this timeline, and the events of Cobra Kai would continue. Johnny would still go to the Cobra Kai dojo to confront Kreese, but in this timeline, he would see Robbie and Aisha there. The season would still end the same way. Johnny and Kreese would still fight, and Danny would still join the fight. And much like in the original timeline, Kreese would still propose a tournament, and Aisha and Robbie would join Kreese. Daniel and Johnny would still team up. And that is where I'm going to end part 1. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Aisha joined Kreese during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.